So what is going on with the whole Cooper Cup situation? Well, let me tell you. The Los Angeles Rams said that they were going to possibly trade Cooper Cup. Now, it has been reported that they are going to trade Cooper Cup, but, my bad, there are some reports saying that Cooper Cup will most likely be getting cut. Now, they did say the Rams are preparing to cut Cooper Cup if they cannot find a trade partner. But the only two teams that I have seen come in the mix of wanting Cooper Cup is the Washington Commanders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that makes me believe that the Rams are wanting something in return for Cooper Cup. And depending on what they are asking for, depends on if we give them to them. We'll give them what they want for Cooper Cup, I should say. Now, this whole Cooper Cup thing can blow up and be the wrong move for the Rams, but they have a knack for finding gems in late rounds. Now, if nobody remembers, a few years ago when the Rams won the Super Bowl, what did they do? They traded all of their picks, well, their important picks, for Von Miller and for Jalen Ramsey. They traded their picks to get them for that Super Bowl. And then they traded a heap of picks and Jared Goff to the Lions for one Matthew, well, not the Lions. Yeah, the Lions. Matthew Stafford. Now, they're trying to get some picks back because they realize trading all your picks now and not getting some of these young guys is not going to, be the move going forward. So they want young guys now. They want some younger talent in there. If you've seen that D-line, Durant and Verse, they get home. They get back there. And they are violent when they get back there. Now, clearly they didn't do much damage to the Eagles. But look at that Vikings game. That Vikings game, Sam Darnold couldn't even breathe without Verse or somebody in his face. Could not even breathe. He couldn't look at one receiver before getting sacked. And that's what the Rams have. They have a good D-line. They have young talent. I know they got Tre'Davious White, Emmanuel Forbes. They have Cameron Curl. They have some decent pieces on that defense. Now, Tre'Davious White, he's probably not the same as he was when he was with Buffalo and before his horrific injury. So, the Rams are, my fault. The Rams are possibly looking at, rebuilding with a younger brand. And there's nothing wrong with that. Puka Nacua, he's coming around as a stud of a wide receiver. And so they're probably wanting to get off Cooper Cup. Now, let's look at Cooper Cup, shall we? Triple Crown winner, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. If we all remember that Bucs game with the Rams, y'all remember that clutch route that Cooper Cup ran to set up the Rams beating Tampa Bay that year? I do. Cooper Cup was a sensation and a gem and a half for the Rams. He was so good that year. And he's been good the past couple years. Now he hasn't been the same, since that Super Bowl season. I feel like they sold their souls for that Super Bowl because the year after was a complete debacle. But Cooper Cup is still good. He's 31 years of age, so he probably has another 2-3 good seasons out of him before he, really hits that, wall in age. And so now I think he should go to a decent team that could use him. Now, the Steelers. I think the Steelers might be in play for him for the fact that George Pickens, we don't know what's going to happen with George Pickens. You know, he's up and then he's down and he's up and he's down and then he's calling out QBs and he's causing all this drama. I don't know what's going to happen with George Pickens, so they could want another receiver whatsoever. But the Commanders are a team that is in a win-now situation. After what we did last year, I'm sure they're looking to add liable pieces like a Cooper Kupp. And apparently, from what Frankie Louvu says and from what other agents said, there are people that are willing and wanting to come to Washington because they look at Washington as a place where now it's fun to play football for the Washington Commanders. Could Cooper Kupp be one of those people? Not sure. Not 100% sure. But we'll see if those players that want to play for Washington end up coming to Washington in the end. Now, I know Washington wants to pair another receiver with Terry McLaurin, and we want to add a premier pass rusher. There have been reports that we might want Max Crosby. There's reports that we might want Myles Garrett. So Washington has their hands in a couple of, how do I want to say, a couple of jars trying to, get one of these top-notch guys. Now, if we added one and not the other two, would I be mad about that? No. But we will see how this all pans out. If, let's say, the Rams cut him and we can grab Cooper Kupp off free agency and then use some, draft capital to go get Max Crosby or Myles Garrett, I would like that. So we will see how this all turns out and how it all pans out. But that's all I wanted to talk about. Subscribe, like, and I will see y'all in my next video roughly tomorrow. I'll see you.